What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pravi back again with another video. I had to give y'all back to back after the hurricane took your boy off the map. I was without power for four days. Had to survive for 4 days, but we back. We ain't let that stop us. We back with another live gameplay. But the topic of today's video: pick what pick a defined skill set for your player. What are you good at and match that with your player. Out here I'm seeing people make builds that you can clearly tell that have no idea what they're doing. They may have looked up some content creator that had an idea of what he doing and then tried to make his build, but they have no fucking idea what they doing. They made a shooter, but they don't even like to shoot. They got a 95 3-point build, but they only plan on taking 2 3-point shots, but they want to rim run all game. Why the fuck did he make that build? That's right. None of us have the fucking answer to that question because it shouldn't be answered. It's fucking rhetorical. He shouldn't have made it. He made a rhetorical build. It's a bunch of people out here making builds they shouldn't have made. It's rhetorical. It made no sense. He should have never made it. You know what I'm saying? Warren Sapp. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah. These niggas don't know, man. I'm trying to tell you what you should do. Whatever you do good naturally, make a build with the attributes that supports that. Stop following what somebody else tells you to do. Now there are builds that if you have a brain, like my snag my home builds, as you see in this gameplay, you should be able to excel in this build. That is something that people will call a meta or just something a build that, you know, it doesn't require like a bunch of hours. Like I have not played a single other game on this build, but against real users type of build. Like you could just go and do your thing. You automatically have an impact on the game. You have a role on the floor. A lot of people making builds with no role because they're making builds with attributes that do not support what they do with their hand, with their stick skills, or what they think to do, because it's an avatar. It's a your my player is a virtual avatar that if you just put the stick down would do not a fucking thing, which means what you do impacts completely what he does. So if you only think to rim run, having a high 3-pointer does nothing for you. If you're only going to rim run, having a high 3-pointer does nothing for you. If you're only going to shoot a bunch of threes, having a high driving dunk does nothing for you. If you have poor stick skills, having a high dribble does nothing for you. Now you could abuse the blow bys to a certain extent until you run into somebody with a that's a defender with a brain and they can actually cut that off. Then what? Now you need a little bit of wiggle move with the stick skills. Are you playing against lockdowns that's making you think? Are they pinching you so they not allowing you to do that, so you got to pass? Do you have the answer for that? Can you see where the double team is coming from to really handle responsibilities of the type of builds and positions that y'all making? Y'all making point guards, but you have the brain of a power forward. You're making power forwards, but you have the brain of a shooting guard. You're making shooting guards, but you have the brain of a fucking bench player. You shouldn't even be on a fucking court. You should be passing out towels, waters, helping the coach with his game plan, scouting me some girls for after the game. I can have a good time. That's what y'all should be. I don't understand people. They're making builds that they know for a fact that they're not going to succeed on because you have never succeeded in that play style. Make builds that will help you succeed at what you already know you're going to do well. If you know you've been a good passer, do that. If you know you've been a good defender, make a build that has good passing, good defense, good shooting, whatever it is that you do. But stop making builds that don't have a role for you, because you're gonna take up these attributes. You're gonna see a content creator, oh, make this build, do this, attach these animations. Yeah, but it's not gonna work for you if it never worked for you, especially if it's not a build that's pretty much It's hard to mess up on. Like some of these builds, they're not the content creators should mention this build requires skill, like skill required. You cannot just use this build and just go crazy like you see me doing in this video. Some of them need to say you will need scripts to be able to do what I'm doing in this video, but they're not going to tell you that. So you're going to think you can do what they're doing and know the fuck you can't. They can't even do what they doing. And then on top of that, a lot of people showing y'all clips. They not showing you, like I show uncut raw gameplay. You could slow it down if you want to. It be sped up after my after I'm done talking, giving my opinion on the topic. It's just the full gameplay. I don't cut nothing out. I'm not trying to show you as if I'm some perfect player that don't make mistakes. I do. The fact of the matter is just my overall impact on the game is always going to be positive. People make builds where their overall impact on the game is negative. It's negative because they didn't create a build that had attributes that support what they do good. Like I'm seeing it game after game after game. Dudes with high 3-point builds have the 3-point symbol by their name, but they drove for all game. Rarely tried to shoot a three. Never tried, was open and still drove into the rim. You have to make a build that supports the way you think as well. Do not make builds that don't support the way you think. That's why I created Snag Mahomes. I know for a fact. See, I think bully ball. I think strong. I think I'm the man down here. I'm gonna run shit. So I made a build that's physical in the paint. I made a build that supports my ability to see on the court, the vision, the IQ. That's the Mahomes part. That's the passing. And I'm gonna take the risk by throwing that up the court pass. That's the Mahomes in me. If you do not throw the pass, if you do not make the risk, you do not get the reward of the motherfucking touchdowns. You cannot be the MVP of the game if you ain't motherfucking taking the risks that come with that. In basketball, when you making plays, sometimes turnovers happen. It's okay to have a turnover when you trying to make a play. It's not okay when you just dump. You get what I'm saying? You making dumb play after dumb play after dumb play. It's another thing when you honestly made a mistake. You've been playing good all game. You got way more assists than turnovers. Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, good shit. Keep going. It's the dude that come out here 1 for 6, 5 turnovers because he made a build that he's seen somebody else using or that he's seen on YouTube or he's seen on X, wherever he found it, and it does not fit him. It does not. It serves him no purpose. It has no justice for him. It's leading him to being boxed up and shipped off next day. He's arriving next day on somebody's porch because of this build that he made. So please, people, make builds that fit your play style. It's okay to be a build that's outside of the box. You might still dominate. It's gonna be people who think my build, Snag Mahomes, is not a good build. That's okay, because I can prove them wrong. I can prove them wrong with my brain, how I think on the court, and how I know that my build can impact the game. It's not about trying to fit in with other people. It's about trying to stand out as an impact on the court, in the game, winning games. But man, comment your opinion down below. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna keep giving y'all this content. It's your boy Pravi. We out. Hurricane couldn't stop me.
Another Xfinity exclusive. Another Sfinity exclusive. Another Sfinity exclusive. Another Sfinity exclusive.